Okay, it does seem to work. I'm quite sure. So I have to switch accounts again. But it does seem to be fun. Okay, yeah, everything seems to be fine. I think audio is also probably fine. Probably. I mean, it seems to be fine. Ah, drinks are good too. Hello, Farrell and Momotama. I haven't done the gacha yet. I'm about to do the gacha in just a second, don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm just using some of my QP because I don't want to get bunched up too much. But yeah, today I'm going to be first doing my rolls, then probably score attack, maybe the event too, because I'm probably going to get the event bonuses and all that stuff. I can't swear I caught up to the stream. I was waiting to spin this game. I don't know. Not more than I have like money left over in a month across the entirety of this game's life cycle, so not that much to be fair. But still more than the average person by a lot. Okay. So I'm currently on my emulator because this is the interesting part. The gems that I have are gems on Google, right? So I have to get them from Android, from an Android device. In this case, I'm on emulator to get those. Because if I were to swap over to my Steam account doesn't have those gems. My Steam account is like almost no gems. So I had to right now swap over to emulator. Then I'm going to do the pulls. And then I'm going to have to swap over back to Steam afterwards, because that's just how it works. I'll have to keep doing that until the time comes where I have no gems on Android anymore, and then I can just stay on Steam and buy new gems on Steam instead. But yeah, it's kind of weird that this is how it works, but I kind of understand it. How many pulls do I plan to put in? Until I get both, or until I get 200. Either of whatever comes first. But we can warm ourselves up with some keys, because I have 2 keys left over, so, you know, let's do some keys. Okay. Don't expect anything from these, by the way. Okay, at least we're warmed up now. I will also be getting enough of these keys from Score Attack, I assume, to get another 5-star. Raz the Goat, hello, welcome to the stream, everyone, by the way, is joining in the meantime. There's what XT got today. Yep, I'm going to show you all of the crystals that I've gotten, which I was hoping would be more, but I do have a decent amount of them. So yeah, here we go. We have, that's a small window. The Swimsuit Madoka and Swimsuit Sayaka. Of the two, Swimsuit Sayaka is easily the better character, but I kind of want both anyway, because why not? So let's see. The sad part is I have to start with my free. It doesn't allow you to start with your paid ones. I would like to start with my paid ones, because like I said, these paid ones are only for my emulator, for Android, and on Steam I don't have them, so, whatever. Let's go. Start the rolls. Okay. Good luck, thanks, man. I'm gonna need that luck because I'm gonna have to go for both of them. But it seems like we got nothing. So if we go to 100 pulls, we're going to get a bonus 5-star that has a 12% chance to be either of the rate up characters. Okay, that's not anything. Welcome as well, Rapid Rampage to the stream. That's not anything either. So 50 is where we get our first complimentary 5-star. It's just you get some 5-star, but it's from the standard pool, so not actually any of the rate ups. Did you miss anything? Nope. I've only just started. Still nothing in 40 pulls. That's okay, because it's only 3% chance on this one. I mean, if we don't get anything right here, we're definitely gonna get the key from this. Oh, wait a second. We got it. You're like on the AQ. That means we're probably gonna get something here. Or at least the chance is higher. Oh. Hot damn, we got something. So it's like 50-50 if it's either of the two rate up characters or not. So let's see. And it is. Let's check it out. It's Swimsuit Madoka. We got one of them already. Which also means that if we go to 200, we are guaranteed to have both of them. Nice. Nice. And yeah, there's no sound because, music because it's copyrighted, I think. So, you know. At least I think so. There we go. Oh, it's got another one. Like, watch this one be Swimsuit Sayaka. Watch this one be Swimsuit Sayaka. Dude, I'm the fucking best, dude. What are you doing? Like, come on, guys. Come on, guys. I'm the fucking best dude, man. Look at this shit, man. That's right. That's right. We got both of them. That's right. We got both of them. You didn't just get one of them. No. We didn't just get one of them. We got both of them. Yes. Damn. We're fucking going, man. We fucking going. That's not streamer luck. That's streamer skill right there. You guys don't even know how much skill is in this. And we got the bonus key from this. Oh, man, everything's going great today. It's been such a great day, man. Oh, pulls are going well. Welcome to Stream Metal Monster and everyone else who has joined in the meantime. Am I going for Ascensions? No, I'm not going for Ascensions. Although we may as well go to 100. You know, we may as well go to 100 for an extra 5-star because maybe the Ascensions on Sayaka are actually pretty good. So, you know, we might as well go for some. Damn right. Damn right. Oh, inverted. That means something. I don't actually know what inverted T means. Yeah, inverted means another 5-star. Like, come on. Easy. There's no fucking way. Wait. No, this is not a reset. This is either Sayaka or Madoka, right? This is either Sayaka or Madoka, or I don't have Tsukuyo yet. This could be Tsukuyo. It's just another Sayaka, okay? And this is the bonus. Actually, no, never mind. It was not the bonus. Damn. Yeah. Maybe this stream luck. Maybe I have a developer watching, and the developer has just flipped the button that says give streamer stuff. But you know. But still, I might as well go to 100, you know, because I need to get through these. I need to get through these gems because I can't keep these gems. These gems they can only ever stay on emulator. I can't take them with me into Steam, so I have to get through some of these gems. Another one. Okay, last one. Yeah, looking pretty good so far. I think we've done pretty well for ourselves. Okay, and now this is the interesting part. Now we get the bonus pull. You see, it says here bonus Fate Wave single draw. And we hit this, and now we get a bonus character. And it's only a 12% chance that this character is either of the two rate ups, which is really low, by the way. But you know. Just the fact that we get a bonus 5-star at all is already good enough for me. So let's see what we got. Sana, that's an A6 or 7 even? Maybe I'm an A8 because I got a lot of Sanas recently. But it doesn't end there because they just keep coming. Because we got the complimentary 5-star as well. Thank you everyone, by the way, who's been sending me your luck. I've taken all of your luck now, and this luck is now mine. It's no longer your luck. I'm really sorry, guys. I've kind of absorbed all of it. But thank you for it. Thank you. Oh, it's just another Tsuruno. Okay. This is like my 9th Tsuruno maybe. Like, I'm not even kidding, it's like my 9th Tsuruno. Or something insane like that. I might as well get another one. Let's just get another one. Yep. This could still be a Moemura. As Blick, we don't know, it could be. I'm gonna buy some books of this as well, yeah. And it is. Sadly, it wasn't quite Moemura, but we got the Ascension 5 on Kirika. Now we definitely need to buy books. Okay, now that the rolling is over, I think we can calm down a little. Man, that was some high energy rolling right there. Usually didn't put that much energy into rolling. Okay, I'm gonna put the other 1000 into books because I've gotten to the point where I have basically almost every single character in the game, but what I don't have is I don't have their specials like for any of them. So I kind of need a whole bunch of books, like a lot of them actually. It's like the 10th special level itself costs like 20 books or something insane like that. Like absolutely absurd stuff. Also, I haven't done these today, so you guys get to see me do this. They need to do something where you can get multiple of these at once, because having to click all of them individually, you know, that takes a while. Look at my score attack, thank you for that. By the way, I need to mention this as well, because last time in my stream this came up with someone who wanted to become a member on YouTube, but I didn't have it set up. And my reasoning at the time was that I didn't want to turn YouTube into a job, and at the same time I didn't also want to pressure people into subscribing or into becoming a member. Because the thing is with YouTube memberships, which is different than Twitch subscription in the way that on YouTube you're supposed to give a whole bunch of different perks to your members, like members only live streams or members only videos or videos earlier or something like that. And I didn't want to do those perks just for members because that just felt wrong to like take that away from normal users. So I looked into the most basic perks for like the very basic tier, and I just selected the like lowest amount of basic stuff that you can have, and now I have members on YouTube. So it's the only thing that I was selected was like, you get the badge next to your name, you get bonus emotes, which are the same as on Twitch by the way, if you become a Twitch subscriber, and the shoutouts in videos, although that is something that I had to take, because I'm actually... The thing about shoutouts in videos is if you only have like one member, it feels really weird to have like a shout at the very end, and thanks to my members. And it's just one guy. Does that feel kind of weird? But if it's more than one, then yeah, it would make sense to have like a card at the end that says like thanks to my members or whatever. But yeah, just I have like the very basic system now for members if people want to be doing member stuff. Just in case people want to do that now, but like I said, it doesn't really matter. I'm not viewing YouTube as a job, and I don't want to really turn it into a job. Not yet, at least. Maybe at some point in the future. So I'm not really taking it too seriously. Don't think you could spend medals on books because you're so greedy on 5-star? At some point, those 5 stars that you have need to be able to actually fight. And if you get like A5 on someone, like just to get to special level 10 is insane amount of books, like an absolutely absurd amount of books. So you will at some point be having so many 5 stars, but no special levels on any of them. So you really need to get those books at some point. Do you have 3-star Hasuki or 4-star Ayame to cleanse barriers and whatnot? I usually use Ayame, but it depends on the element. Of course, if it's light element, then it would be Hasuki. Although now that I have Tsukasa, I use Tsukasa because Tsukasa also gets rid of debuffs, gets rid of enemy buffs. So Tsukasa is the best choice for that now. But yeah, it's basically the idea. I hope that's reasonable enough, by the way. Okay, we don't need anything from this just yet. We have a lot of experience points as well, by the way. How many do we have? We still have like 17.7 million lined up, even though I've already put most of my characters to like max level already. So yeah, I think I'm doing fine on those. But yeah, how's everyone else's pulls been going? I hope your pulls have been going. I hope everyone's pulls have been going as well as mine. I really hope so, because that would be insane if all of you guys also had similar luck as me. But But you know, sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't get lucky. And turns out that I get lucky, you know. Sometimes it just happens, you know. Wait, what is that? Oh, Zimbelto, did you actually become a member? That is insane because it doesn't actually show on my YouTube. Oh, that's a new thing. Wait, where does it show that? Because does it show that anywhere? That's a good question. Oh, I have 2 members even. What? I wasn't told about any of these. On Twitch, you get like a big fanfare whenever you get a subscription. But on YouTube, you have to go into your menus, within sub-menus and sub-menus to find the recent activity that on some place then shows you the members. Wow. By the way, thank you Rip Van Winkle and thank you Simultor for becoming a member. Thank you very much. Do need to find a name for my subscribers and my members, by the way, because you know, usually every single channel has their own members. Like, for example, Day9 has the Day Nights, for example. I don't know. Maybe we need to brainstorm something there. The Madokas. I mean, we could all be Madokas, even though we're not, you know, all female, but why not? We can be magical. Also, not everyone actually wants to be a Madoka in the universe of Madoka Magica. Being a magical girl can be somewhat negative to some degree, so I'm not entirely certain about that, but maybe. There's a good idea though. It could be that. Oh, by the way, they also added new portraits again to this place. They keep adding new portraits almost every single time. There's like any sort of update, they just add new portraits from old events into the archive shop. So make sure you actually get all of these portraits in here. Even if you've already gotten them, getting them again gives you the portrait material that right now everyone is overflowing on. I've got like hundreds of these. I almost have 1,000 of these, simply because they're not being used for anything. Because there's only like a handful, it's like 10 portraits in the entire game that are worth leveling. And in the last like 4 or 5 new portrait releases, none of them were important to be leveled. So there's no point in leveling portraits right now because you already have all the best ones. And this is like the main problem that I see with the portrait system, is that at some point very quickly, even like after 1 or 2 weeks of playing, like actually even after 1 week of playing, you basically have every single of the best portraits in the game maxed out, and then what do you do with all of those materials? What do you do with your palettes? There's nothing to do, and the entire portrait system becomes useless at that point. Like, I don't know. Like, it's a system that is too easily maxed out with no effort. And that feels kind of weird. That does indeed feel very weird. Whoa. Okay, so now that we've done all of that, I think we need to swap over to Steam, because on Steam I get more quality. Like this. Like, I don't know how much quality you can see right now on screen, but we get more quality on Steam. So yeah, I'm gonna swap over. And the good part is, I think if we just go into Steam and start it there, it's just going to ask us, hey, do you want to continue? Like, I don't have to actually go through the transfer stuff. I think it just tells me like, hey, you can continue if you want. And I think that's about it. Is there even a single good event portrait? Yes, the very first one that released. The very first event, or rather a portrait from the very first event, which was the Mummy event, had a portrait that gives 30% ailment hit rate, which was really good for anyone who needs to hit ailments. For example, if you have Ren who isn't A2, then that one's actually really good. And there's also another one that gives debuff hit rate, although that one is not quite as important, but it's still more important than most other portraits in the game. So yeah, those are actually kind of interesting. Okay. I need to set up the capture. Where is it? There it is. Pull this down. Yep, that works. So now this should be much better on Steam. Do you see the difference in quality? Maybe you don't see the difference in quality, but I see the difference in quality. This looks so much better. Oh, so nice. But now you see that we have no gems. We have no gems anymore because all of those were paid gems from Emulator. But if we go back to Emulator now, then we would have those gems again. So it is weird. The Nemu one gives 12.5% speed. Yeah, that is a recent one. That is true. Not one of the best, because there's like a 20% and there's like a 15% speed, but it's up there. It's definitely up there. Do we need Crystallis for them? I think I want to get some Crystallis for Sayaka. Let me quickly swap her in. And I guess we also want some here. Okay, we also need to do some upgrading. So you get to be max level. 2000 attack, that's pretty decent. Like base attack, that is. So then we go in here. How hard are we going? I'm not gonna use Swimsuit Madoka that much at all, so I think we're actually just gonna leave it at 11. No, wait a second, her supportability is really good. Yeah, that supportability is really good actually. Oh, like really good? Like they 10% HP and 12% speed. I want that maxed, which means 14. 14 is where it's maxed. But yeah, the first few, the Memoria from the first few, or actually not even the first few events, literally just the first event, the Mummy event. Those two Memoria are still like among some of the best, while even the like Nemu 12.5% speed is only secondary on the tier list compared to other Memoria. Okay, so I think here we do this. We could get the extra attack actually. Yeah, let's get the extra attack because why not? A miracle will happen. Are you sure about that? Yeah, I don't think so, Sayaka. I'm not sure about the miracle happening. By the way, I've checked out the EX Crystallis for both these characters. The EX Crystallis are not that good. Like, Sayaka's Crystallis gives 25% vortex damage, which is her ailment, which is alright, I guess, but not really that insane. And then the other one, and also it gives 10% action advance on normal attack, but you're basically not going to use normal attack that often. And then the one for Swimsuit Madoka gives like 20% more heals, which is not that great to have because isn't there like another Crystallis that also gives like 20% heals or like 30% heals even? Let me check. Because I know there's another one that gives heal. Yeah, there's also one, like another legendary rarity gem that just gives HP recovery around 20%. And then I think she also does bonus damage to weak element, which is like, she's a healer. We don't really care how much damage a healer does, and her skill doesn't deal damage, it's only her special. So basically getting 15% more damage on her special. And the effect of a legendary crystal. It's not that good, really. Specifically because that's also like 20% HP recovery is debatable if you even want that on most healers. Because on most healers you're gonna take speed, you're gonna take MP, because the special is kind of really darn important on healers. Like, you probably take more specials over more healing any time of the day, because more specials is more healing. And it also gives you other secondary effects that that the characters give to the party. So that's really good. And also the special itself also heals a crap ton. So we want those as much as possible. And then the third one is the wild card. The third one you could say maybe that is heal. But I think for a healer it actually makes sense for the third one to be the Crystallis that reduces party damage. Either for more enemies or less enemies. Like, that's way better, I think. Compared to all the other stuff. So yeah, I think that's what you would take. So yeah, the crystals for that one not that great, but the one for Swimsuit Mummy is already really good. Like, that one's also already kind of insane. Like, this one, damn. They couldn't all be this good. But yeah, let me check. So I think to take this one. So speed and ailment hit rate. I don't think any enemy has resistance to Vortex because it's a new ailment. Here's the sad part. Nemu's support doesn't increase the damage of ongoing damage. Like, it doesn't increase damage over time effect. Like, it would be really good for this support ability to increase damage over time ability, damage over time damage, but it doesn't. And it would be really cool if it did, because then this would actually be the one to take. Instead, I think you just take this one. I think both of these effects are basically the same. But then you also at least do 2% damage, right? So I think you take the speed over the damage, like the pure damage. Yeah, you definitely take this one. It's also more attack, so yeah, you definitely take this one. Welcome to stream. I'm Night Clock. How is it going? And then for healing, so I think usually when it comes to support Kyoku, I'm gonna use Madoka as support Kyoku, but if she's on field, who do I put there? I guess it would be double Iroha. Yeah. You could also go full tank with this, but I don't think that's worth it, because the healers usually are plenty tanky. It's the rest of the team that's not tanky. So yeah, I think you just take this one. No, I think you take this one. But yeah, not really good choices there. I don't know why I'm putting so much effort into this, because I'm gonna swap back after this anyway, because I just want to have a few crystals here. But let's actually see what we can do if we go to Aqua. So maybe something else that's weak to Aqua. Dark Aqua. Yeah, that's not quite it. Yeah, let's just go in here and see what happens. I want big numbers, big numbers, big numbers. Okay. And after this, I'm gonna show off all the EX crystals, or generally all the EX crystals that I have. So here we go. I'm gonna get small. Looks good. Assist! Wow, everyone's full HP and everyone's got shields. Wow. By the way, you also have Ascension on her, by the way, which adds 1 turn to the ailment and debuff effects applied. It doesn't matter much for the ailments because you want to explode the ailment anyway, so that doesn't really do anything. But the 1 turn to debuff effects at least helps with the other debuffs that you do, because you still do the break damage taken debuff. We'll turn down the music a little. One more? No? There we go. So you have the break get depletion, that one goes up by 1 turn, and then you also get 30% defense down from special, it also goes up by 1 turn. So let's just use this one just to see. It's the same animation as the assist. Okay. And I think we still have the element weakness. Okay, so this is something with her skill where it gives buff based on her HP when she uses her skill. But once that buff is applied, if you then drop below that HP numbers, you still have it. Like, you don't lose the buff after it has been applied. So keep that in mind. Actually, want to do this? Okay. Get double turns now. Okay, let's see. So the enemies don't have Vortex anymore because I already popped it. Oh wait, they do. I can't, like, this enemy has too many buffs and I can't see how much Vortex stacks there are, but there are 2 stacks on these and 6 stacks on this one. So I can do this. Saltare leggermente, or what does it say? What is that skill called? Saltare leggermente. Okay. So does it stack, by the way? It totally does. Look at that. All Vortex stacks. Like, you cannot override the Vortex. It just stays on there. It just stays on there. And of course you can have the one from special on top of that as well. So You can't accidentally lose damage by using Vortex abilities too often. You just have it. Which also means that yes, Mabayu can double this stuff. Let's see some damage. Damn! That was a lot of damage. That was a lot of damage. Not only was that a lot of damage, they still have these things on them that are gonna explode in a second. And do even more damage. Damn, Mabayu and Sayaka is actually fucking goated, man. Okay, we can go auto again. But yeah, damn. She is much better than I thought. Did you just say she's the mermaid of Mitakihara? Really? I should divvy my Akuhomura funds for a new Sayaka. I think Akumura is going to happen around the half anniversary, which is in September, is my guess. Because, and here's the reasonings for that. In September, you have the new Magia Day. And the new Magia Day is basically a... It's kind of like the news streams that we already have, but for that one specifically, it's going to be the biggest news stream of the year, where they're going to tell us what's going to happen in like the next half year of the game. They're going to give us a whole bunch of stuff. But they also invited a whole bunch of voice actors to talk about the game. Voice actors like the voice actors for Homura, for Madoka, for Sayaka, for Mami, for Kyoko, and for Nagisa. Now that they have the voice actors for Nagisa on there, tells me that after they're done with Maga Record, and they said they're going to be done with Maga Record in fall, so probably around September, it probably means that if they have Nagisa voice actor and Maga Record Arc 1 is going to be over, that the very next thing that comes after that will be Rebellion, right? So the Rebellion window will be after Maga Record Arc 1, and if Rebellion window appears, we're gonna get Akuma Homura. It's just gonna happen, right? So I think during, either before or during Magia Day, they're going to announce Nagisa, and maybe also Akuma Homura. They're gonna tease her. They're gonna tease Akuma Homura. Like it's like a black feather that falls from the ceiling or whatever. It's like, oh, well, what could that mean, right? That's my guess at least. So I think that's what's gonna happen. A regular Mami? Oh, congratulations! Regular Mami is really good. Still one of the best characters in the entire game. Probably still the best support in the entire game. And I was fucking right, by the way, when Moemura came out and everyone was like, oh, Moemura is so overpowered, he's like the best support of the game. And I was like, not really, because Mami is like really powerful and can kind of do a similar job as Moemura, so Mami is probably as good, if not better, than Moemura even. And I was fucking right, because nowadays everyone has understood that Moemura, even though she's really powerful, is not as game-breaking as people first thought. And that Mami, specifically Mami A2, is way more busted than a Moemura at A2 would be. Hey, welcome to stream, Will Gamer Planet. How's it going? Do you think soon enough that it's better to save? You don't get that many gems right now, so it's probably better to save, let's say, at least 30,000 gems. Like, I would not be going below 30,000 gems right now, if you really want Akuma Homura, that is. Like, I also want Akuma Homura, because of course I do, but I can wail, so it's not a big deal for me, personally. But if you're a free-to-play, I will probably not go below 30,000 right now if you want Akuma Homura. Would be my opinion, but it's all just guessing, really. It's worth 20p for Akuma Crunch? Yeah, absolutely. But also gonna use the QP on. If you already have all your characters at the maximum level and they all really have really high levels of magic level as well, then of course you're going to be using your QP on your artifact levels. How many stacks do I have, by the way? So this thing has 4 stacks, this thing has 5 and 2 stacks. So I'm gonna pop a vortex here. Let's pop a vortex here and see how much damage that is. That's a lot of damage! Popping a vortex is a lot of damage. Mitama is void healer. It's not impossible, you know? You just did 60k recently and you're playing free to play. Oh, 60k is a lot for free to play. I think my Japanese account also has that much. My Japanese account is... I'm not really actively playing that anymore right now. I'm kind of like on and off playing that one. And I think that account is mostly just waiting for Akuma Homura. You have 50k chance only playing for Mitama and Akamura. That's good right there, because Mitama and Akamura are both top picks. Should I come with keyboard instead of the mouse? Well, I don't know, it's all about it, but with keyboard, the way you do it, you can see at the very bottom of the screen, you can toggle between those two. With tab, you can change targets with Q and E. You can skill details, that one's not really that important, right? Enemy info is on I, and you can also swap around with the enemies. You can't go to enemy info right down there for some reason without clicking. That's kind of weird. But yeah, then you can also activate auto battle and change speed with your keyboard. Yeah, you can basically do everything with keyboard. I don't actually like that you have to swap between those two with a button, because I think it would actually be better if you had one button for each, because that's how Star Rail does it, and it's much better on Star Rail. But yeah, you can just do that on keyboard as well. It's not really that big of a difference, to be fair. But I personally like it better with mouse, although somewhat of a combination sometimes. Specifically on Star Rail, I do a combination of both. And so I will click some and I will use keyboard for other stuff. I changed stuff so that I have it all on my mouse buttons on the side, because I have mouse buttons on my side and I want to be able to use these. That's why I put it on there, and it works. Like my auto button is on here, I can just swap auto with this. I can also right click to skip stuff. 60k free to play, specifically saying those you need 150 pulls, get one of each. Ooh. But at least you got it, right? Damn. By the way, you might see that Swimsuit Madoka might not be the best healer. At least not without a lot of help. We actually got Torrent on her, nice. So I want to just do a little bit of Crystalist stuff. I don't think I'm going to be doing too much Crystalist stuff right now. I'm probably just going to wait a little. And continue farming the other Crystalists instead. But at least I have stuff now on these guys. And something is better than nothing, right? We could actually reroll a little bit just for healing, although I don't think it's going to be that important. Yeah, it's really not that important. But my usual farming team is currently I have Nemu and Sana, who need some more Crystalist stuff. Seems to Madoka better than Kaede. In most cases, no. Like if you have Kaede, you don't really need to worry about getting Swimsuit Madoka. If like you don't need to feel pressured into getting her. By the way, we need to also get the special levels up for Kirika. Like I don't have enough for all of them. Like, do you see how many books that takes? Absolutely insane stuff. 12 books for that. Jesus. I don't even have enough, and I just got like 1,000 medals worth of books. Jeez. At least my main party is sitting at 75,000 now. That's pretty juicy. We can probably reach 76,000 right now. Probably. I think we can do it. Yeah, if you once you start getting ascensions, you are going to be dry on books so much. Okay, I'm gonna show my Crystallis in a second. People want to see my Crystallis. 76,500 almost. Jesus, that is a lot. We can even get to 77,000 if we were to swap everything around. But yeah, let's go through my characters. So we have our Madoka, who has her EX, of course. And on top of that, I already have lined up for her the 25% attack and the 24% weakness damage. So she's done. And she has her EX on top of that. Nice. Good stuff. She already has it. Then we have Kirika right here, who has her EX. I'm not going to use it because it's not good. She has both of these. I will actually put the last one in because I just got new. Wait, I don't have enough yet. So she has both of those effects of defense up, and then the group damage taken down, and then the last one will be speed up. I don't need that much MP on her, to be fair, so I think just the speed will be fine. And then of course the group less taken, although I might take the other one instead, actually. Instead of this one? It doesn't really matter that much. What else do we have? Oriko, I haven't really done anything yet. Ren. My Ren is absolutely goddamn fucking busted. Absolutely busted. So, she has her EX. She has 30% full up and counter attack damage. And then she has 25% attack. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty darn good. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. She does more damage now than a A0 attacker would do, right? Like, she does more damage against a void weak enemy than my Oriko does against a light weak enemy, I think. Maybe? Yeah, I think so. I think so. Like, she's actually more powerful than that. Like, that's kind of busted. My Tsukasa has... I should be using this, right? She has her EX. I'm not using that one just yet, but at some point in the future. Do I MP gain for him? Nah, no point in MP gain. You need those follow-up attacks to hit as hard as possible. So we have damage taken reduction, we have the MP up, and we have the speed on Tsukasa. So Tsukasa also has her best in slots. Then we have Alina, who has her EX, of course, and then she has speed. And then she has her MP, of course, everything that she needs. Awesome, great, good stuff. We have Nemu, who currently has her EX and also has the MP, but doesn't have speed yet. Doesn't have the speed yet. She's currently still waiting for that one for a long time already. Kaede, I didn't really do anything, as you can see. Mairena also didn't really do anything on her yet. Momoko is actually done also. Not done, but she has her EX, and then she has at least some purple rarity stuff that she can use, like damage right here. And not that one. Yeah, and weakness damage right there, so these two also really good. So she at least has a full setup for purple rarity. Nothing there. Sana has EX, of course, plus the MP, but still needs speed, so speed is going to be important. But maybe the MP is going to go away and be removed and be exchanged with team damage reduction instead. Attacker gaining MP, busted EX, yep. Then we also have Tsuruno, who I haven't really done anything yet. Yachio, who is also done because she has her crit rate EX. She has 25% attack. And where's the other one? And weakness damage. Nice, she's done. Great, she has best in slot already. Double Iroha has best in slot because she has her EX and she also has speed and MP. Nice. Regular Iroha I don't care about. Then Mabayu currently has MP, is still missing speed because speed just doesn't exist for some characters. I don't know why some characters just can't find speed. She also has her EX, although I'm not using it because it's kind of bad. And then I don't know what the last one might be. The last one could be something weird. I don't know. Might just be a team damage reduction, which I don't think I have. Yeah, I don't have team damage reduction either. So this will also be something I need on her. Joker has nothing. That one I just got. Nothing there. Swimsuit Mami is also looking pretty good. She has her EX, of course. She has speed and MP, so she doesn't need that. Elemental weakness damage, but she's still missing 25% attack. That's what I'm missing on her, the 25% attack one for her to be done. Regular Mami has EX, of course, and speed. Apparently MP doesn't exist. I had her on my team since the start of this Chrysalis release, and she has gotten 7 EX so far. She's gotten 7 EXs so far, but not a single MP recovery on legendary rarity. That is kind of insane. That is actually insane. Wow. Of course, my Homoda is busted as fuck, and you know she's busted because I'm not using her EX even if I had it, because her EX is terrible. Instead, we have weakness, we have attack, we have dark damage, we have all of them in here. Really nice. We also have max stats on crit damage, crit rate, crit damage. Nice, looking pretty good. Moemura also, I think, is max. She's not using her EX because it's also terrible. But we have speed, we have MP, and I think the last one is damage reduction. Yeah, the last one is just damage reduction for the team, because there's not really that much you can do on your third one. Yeah, Aina is also using is also going to be using the heroic grace thing, the action advance in PvP. I'm going to use this Aina in PvP, and there the action advance is actually really good. Of course, my Pluvia is also maxed with MP recovery rate, speed, and damage reduction for the team. Awesome, great, nice. Not the EX because it's bad. I basically have most characters EX, by the way. Last we have Swimsuit Madoka, we just got that, and then it's looks, and that's basically that. So yeah, looking pretty good, right? None of my 4-star characters have anything, which is good because I'm gonna be doing the only 4-star challenge. But yeah, I think we've gotten some good stuff. And it's my main team right now. And you see it's my main team, and it has basically only characters that are released close to release. Because that's really good, and I have them at high ascensions, aside from Ren, who's kind of sad. But yeah, I think my team's pretty good. Hey, Xbox Gamer, how's it going? Welcome, by the way, to everyone else who's joined in the meantime. Hope you're all having a great day. I know I am. I know I've been having a great day. My pull luck was immaculate. So now that we have an A1 Swimsuit Sayaka and a Swimsuit Madoka, we're gonna be getting a lot of bonus drops from this. Because as you can see, by the way, in case you guys haven't noticed this, now your bonuses are always applied. If you have them, you don't need to put them on a team. Like, I don't need to make a team of these characters, and with that Memoria to have the bonuses, you just get the bonuses. You just have them now. I just have the bonuses now, and I don't need to do anything specific now. Awesome. That is such a good quality of life. Kind of sad because most 4-stars don't use them bad at all. Well, now they do, because there's now challenges for beating about half of all the Nightmare bosses with only 4 stars equipped. So you definitely have something to use them on now. Huh, hold up. Do I want to maybe... There's only 2 books in here, but I need 3 for the next level. No! That's just sad. And the event farming is so much more chill now, because you don't need to worry about having everything correctly equipped. You just go and you just get stuff, and it's nice. Ne. Okay, that's it for the event itself. But we needed to do at least a little bit of the event so that we could unlock Score Attack. So now we have Score Attack. With blue right past 75,000. We have highest party power 76,000 now. Jesus. We're almost at 80,000. That's kind of good. I think that's kind of good. Wait, what does this thing even do? HP recovery amount. That's kind of useless. We have one that does more than 15%, so Okay, and now the thing that we've all been waiting for. Score attack. You need Hano on Nip. You need to follow up on that. Strategy hints. The boss has 3 actions, was reduced to 2 actions when applying an ailment to it. Damage dealt increased while in break, so I have 3 times based on the number of ailments applied. Ooh. Or you just use the new Sayaka, you know? I give multiple ailments on the boss constantly while timing your attacks for maximum damage. Yeah. You can use both. Ooh, hold up. Okay, before we hop into 50, fuck it, we hop straight into 50. Straight into 50. For score attack, it's basically the same. We can't get that greedy, right? Like, I just thought of something, but what I just thought of is way too fucking greedy, and I really shouldn't be doing that. Because, throwing out your healer for more damage is... Exactly the same character. That's too greedy, right? Like, that is way too greedy. There's no way you can do that, right? Like, that would be insane. That would actually be insane. But maybe. Nah, I have a better idea. I actually have a better idea. So we're not actually gonna use Swimsuit Madoka, but we're gonna do the following. Oh, we don't need a breaker. We don't actually need a breaker. And do we go with MP recovery? Okay, here we need speed, attack, speed. Yep, that's fine. The speed is fine. I think every recovery on Kaide is fine. Okay, and now we actually have a better healer Kyoku. Instead of using this one, we can actually just do this. So instead of this one, now this. Oh, 10% HP, 12% speed. Oh, that is so good. Fantastic. And then we need... kind of both need those, right? Can this Sayaka crit? This one is not that important, right? No, I think we need speed. Definitely need the speed on that character. And then you take that one. I mean, the worst stats are okay. Because I need my Sayaka to have better stats between the two. Ren is a good choice because he's not off element. But the boss has wound resist as well. Which you may not apply wound. Yeah, I have A2, which makes it more likely, but even then it's probably gonna fail. Yeah, since the Madoka's heals aren't very strong, you can make them strong, by the way, by giving her good Crystallis, because with Crystallis she gets to stack multiple effects that give her more heal, and then she can actually be much better. But without that, it ain't it. Okay. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're alright. This is gonna be the team. This is the team. Let's just see what happens. I know we have one off-element character. No, we don't. We have... what do you mean we have 4 force characters? I didn't even try to put 4 force characters on there, but we have 4 of them. Jesus. You don't have sound. I'm gonna go and play some music. Let me see what I can find. What would be fitting for this one? or not even fitting, but just generally what works here. I don't actually know. Hold up, let me think about this. Maybe I have something, I'm not quite sure. Maybe something like this. Just something, I don't know. Is it Pluvia now? Is it not Pluvia Cloud, or is it, I don't have it right now? Actually, I can check. It doesn't say what the name is, but yeah. So we're gonna have so many ailments on this guy. With so much single target damage, how is Madoka supposed to heal this? This thing does indeed hit pretty hard. And look at this stack, look at these stacks of this. Bam! It actually stacked for a second and then one of them popped. Now the thing is, we don't actually need a breaker because of the debuff that Sayaka applies, which makes the enemy take more break damage. By the way, here's a pro tip that I already noticed. Don't use Nemu's special right now, because Nemu's special gets rid of the ailments, and you don't want to get rid of the ailments just yet. Later, you might want to do it for some damage, but not right now. Like, right now is not a good time for that. Although, actually, right now we can do it. And of course, Nemu explodes the ailments from Sayaka as well, because those are damage over time ailments, so they also get exploded. Is Sayaka good? Yeah, she's good. Oh, there comes the stream, so a bit poppy. Maybe I'm a bit over. Maybe I'm using a bit too many skill points on my Sayaka, by the way. She doesn't need to use that many skill points. I think her other debuff fell off. Skill decreases target's defense as well, but doesn't the... Well, that's damage taken, that's a different one actually. I guess it's not that important right now to debuff. I don't want to drop too low on skill points. Eh, may as well. I think the music is a bit quiet, by the way. Hold up, where is my levels? Also need something else. This is not enough. Oh, let's do something like this. Ow. We still need a bunch more turns to break. Okay, we can do this and then immediately reapply this stuff. I also got a crystal as my first, an EX as my first crystal at some point. Sometimes usually lucky. You actually can use this for extra break damage, right? Yeah. That is correct, Rapata. We can indeed do this. Like, we're still breaking decently quick, by the way, because even with all the breakup, the extra break gauge depletion is just so powerful. Like, this isn't a fast break, but it's still a decently quick break compared to, you know, not having a breaker was in the past. Our kite is not getting a turn here, that's kind of sad. Oh, is she? Ah, even that's not enough. Kite is just too slow. Never mind, she's just barely got a turn. That's good, because we need some heals here. Oh, can we do it? We got the best possible timing, let's fucking go. Now the boss is really fucking sad. And my Swimsuit Mummy is not at max stacks, but yeah, whatever. I think it's still better to fire it off now. It should be still decent damage. But this is not the big hit. The big hit comes after this. She referenced an actual real-life quote in Japanese? I don't remember that. Okay, that's already refreshed. This next Swim Mummy special is gonna hurt so much. Is she gonna get enough SP from MP from this? I don't think she does. No. Okay, we can give her that though. We can totally give it to her. Okay, here comes the big one. Sadly, you only have one stack of vortex on the enemy, but good enough. Here comes the big damage. Bam! Only a million. Okay, I was hoping for a bit more. Not enough. No. Thought we were gonna have enough for a special there. No. Man, we just didn't have enough left to attack. You know what I blame? I blame the fact that I only have one of my Crystallis slots for my Mummy. Like, my Mummy still only has one slot on Crystallis. If she had more, she would be able to equip the other two Crystallis that she has. And that would have absolutely done like 1.5 million total, maybe. Although this thing is still dying now. Because I mentioned waves which be insensitive because of recent tsunami. I mean, I can understand that, but at the same time, what else is she gonna say? She's a fucking surfer. No breaker. Yeah, of course. Why would you play a breaker on this one? Hi, Raz. Hey, welcome, Robert C. Tarach. Welcome to the stream. Adware is actually part of Mother Nature. Yeah, I don't think they had to remove it, to be fair. Also, I haven't kept up quite with the news, but I'm not actually sure how much damage the tsunami actually did. Maybe I should look that up. But yeah, we did pretty well. But yeah, I missed a lot of... I missed a lot because I don't have all of Mummy's Crystallis. So that would be a lot more damage. At least we're 28th in the world. Let's goat Mummy up there. I assume it's going to be a Mabuyu in these as well, because Mabuyu is just goated for single attack damage. And also this. Look at that. Also, one ailment team. They have a team with one ailment. And they just crit the boss to death. Really hard. And then I'm all the way down there. To be fair, I'm not really going for a high score. I'm playing this mostly like casually, as you could tell. But damn. But yeah, for my team, what I would be doing is the #1 thing to do would be to get more Crystallis slots for my Mummy, so that I can equip this one. Where is it? Yeah, this one. And also the other one? Where's the other one? Oh, that one, yeah. These two. Did anyone get the 20? No, I want to get the 25% attack one. Okay, I don't have that one yet. But yeah, that would give me a lot more damage too, but I don't have it yet, and I would need more pictures, and I don't know if I want to give the pictures for her yet, because I kind of want pictures on other characters too. Like, I think it's actually gonna be my Kirika who gets the next picture. Okay, we have this one, we have defense, and I think she needs speed. Let's do some rerolls. I'm gonna go for speed probably. Woo. Good stuff. Just any amount of speed at all. Even if it's +1. Oh, +3, pretty good. We actually have enough for maximum level. Yes! How scarce are pictures? Pictures? Scarce enough. It's a kind of material that you're supposed to be playing the game for like 1 or 2 months until you can give it to most of your characters. But if you have just a core team of 5 characters that you're always using, like my main team right here, like for just a main team, right now you already have way more than enough pictures. But if you want more than just a main team, yeah, you're gonna be in trouble right now at least. But over the next few months, it's all gonna be it's gonna be fine. And I assume by the time we hit like late September, maybe early October even, we're gonna have so many pictures that we have enough to even like stock up on some. And then when we get new characters, you give new characters the pictures. Yeah, nice. So that's basically what's gonna happen. I think there's some more pictures in here, maybe. Do we get all the high score rewards immediately? Oh, we got all the high score rewards immediately because the high score is 1 million, we got 4.6 million. Awesome. There are some for cumulative, 10 million. Be the highest, but you get one more for 4.9. And there is also some from the event. I want to do something. I want to go to 45 and auto battle. Can 45 be done on auto battle? Let's find out. Can auto battle be done? Take your bets right now. I don't have a betting system, but if I had a betting system, you would be able to bet right now on if auto battle can do it or not. Picture is the items that you use to give characters more crystallis, like the maximum crystallis amount on a character. Never use auto all expected crystallis runs. That's understandable because crystallis runs you don't want to do those manually. Like you definitely don't want to do those manually because that's not nice. Some use a stupid AI. Yep. Well, basically all of them have stupid AI, it's just that you notice it more on some compared to others. Swimsuit Mommy's team would Moemura be better or regular Mommy as buffer? Swimsuit Mommy, yeah, regular Mommy. Definitely regular Mommy. Is what I would say at least, for most cases. Not in every case, but for most cases, yes. So the thing with auto battle is that against tough bosses like this, there's a chance that auto battle messes up the skill point economy to such a degree that it just runs out of skill point whenever the healer's turn comes around. It like never has a skill point for the healer, and then auto battle just dies. But if you get lucky, and the healer always gets a skill point, then auto battle can do it. But you can't really tell for certain if it's gonna happen or not. Nice. But can all battle do it in a single break? Probably. Probably. Or maybe not actually? It's kind of messing up quite hard right now. It even healed during break when everyone's already looking pretty good. Oh no, auto battle is really not good. And now it can't use skills on the damage dealer. Oh no. This is not good. Auto battle is fucking up. At least I didn't do something wrong there. I'm gonna have a skill point for my damage dealer. Nice. So this boss is dead at least. Okay, auto battle, we're able to do it. We would have also been able to do a good amount of damage if that special came out. So yeah, we're gonna keep doing this until we have 10 mil, because 10 mil is the maximum that you can get. I think I need to turn on the music a tiny bit again. Nice. Okay. So yeah, everything's going pretty nice. After this we have the 4-star only challenge. So they've added this new challenge to the challenge missions, where now for all the main story bosses in Nightmare, from the start all the way up to and including Mermaid Witch, you now get bonus gems if you beat all of them with only 4-star characters on the field. And when I say on the field, I mean you can still have 5-star support Kyoku, okay? But for each boss you do beat like that, you get like 300 gems for a grand total of like 3000 gems, so that's pretty good. That's a pretty decent amount of additional gems for not a whole lot. I also need to do some maths. Can we put on the maths hat for a second? Let me check. So, how much do regular characters do? General. Okay, basic attack. Okay, usually a character with a skill at single target does 20 break damage. So that goes up to 24 per. So now you have 5 characters who do, let's say they all single target. So you have 5 characters that do 24. That's a grand total gain of 20. Right? And compared to that, if you had a single target skill from a breaker, that would be like, where is it? 60. So you gain 40 with a breaker from a skill. Yeah, you gain 40 from a skill from a breaker over the entire team. But you still gain 20. So it's only 20 more if you have a breaker. That's not a lot. Okay, so basically, now if you use Swimsuit Sayaka to make the enemy take more break damage, you're actually almost dealing as much break damage as if Swimsuit Sayaka was a breaker. It is still less by a bit, but it's not too far off actually. That's kind of interesting. It's not actually too far off anymore. I know with EX, what is the number break damage? What do you mean number break damage? Do you mean like the break bonus? Or what do you mean? Oh no, auto battle fucked up this break. I don't know if I can get there. this one.
全く問題ない。ここが修羅場。
Why not?
今がチャンスね。爽やかな暑さに知りなさい。
Break depletion. Oh, the number for break depletion. Let me check. Oh, it's not on here. But it should be around 40 for AoE. Like a skill is about 40 for AoE. And is about 110 for special. No, the numbers are a bit weird because Aina has all kinds of special bonuses and stuff. Like, I can't really pick up the numbers right now. Let's do a simple one to round out the number. So yeah, I'm sorry, I can't give you an exact number right now. If I were you, Russ, I would replace a regular Mama with Hana. It would be impossible if I wish to get a third attack. Yeah, it doesn't matter. This witch is already not getting a third attack. There's no point. And you need to keep in mind that it doesn't actually matter if my team takes damage because I'm gonna survive anyway. And if I can survive anyway, then there's no point in surviving more. Because you can't survive more than surviving. So if you already survive, do more damage, right? That's basically it. It's actually impossible for this boss to get a third turn. Like, entirely impossible, even with just Nemu. Because Nemu keeps up a ailment 100% of the time. Like, that ailment cannot drop off. It's impossible. At least on manual battle. On auto battle, everything is possible. Okay. After this, we're gonna be done with score attack and then 4-star challenge. I think auto battle can handle it from here. Yeah, pretty good. Good enough. Okay, so now we have score attack max that can turn off the music. Oops. What did I do? Nothing. Good. And we can actually go and check out the shop again. We have so many medals now from that. Go attack with so many medals, Jesus. Buy all of the stuff we want. Even the ticket. Because fuck it, that's why. Pictures, good. We have a bunch of them now. Paint drops, sure, why not? Give me it. We also have so many orbs now. We have 16 left? Jesus. More cores. Of course. Top pictures is too little. It's fine. It's fine. I don't really. I don't think it's too little. At least right now. It's gonna because we're gonna get a whole bunch more every single event now. Okay, I do think we have everything sorted now. Did get the monthly reset. Good. Okay, so the 4-star challenge I don't think should be too difficult. Because it's kind of challenge where if you just know what you're doing, it should be rather simple, right? At least I think so. Okay, well, oh, we could get another 5-star. Of course, we got enough key fragments again. And we got regular keys and 4-star keys. Oh my god, we got keys we can do running. What? Is Nemo a must have for some? I wouldn't say must have, but she's pretty good for her. But not a must have. Okay, and some 4 stars, which just means more medals. Oh, it wasn't even enough. It's only 25. What? You got like 9 shards? Really? 9 shards? I was hoping for more. Then again, we just had a score attack and I'm really getting kind of greedy with how much I want. But can't we just get more? Like always more? Right? We got all 3 rewards, just making double short. Yeah, okay. Okay, 4-star challenge. Let's do this. I'm not sure exactly how we're gonna do this. I think it shouldn't be too big of a deal for most of them. Like up until Mermaid Witch, not much happens anyway. We just need to make a new one. Okay, let's go. Who should be our attacker? That is our attacker. Then we need a breaker. That's gonna depend on... No, it's not just Mito. For survivability we have this. And then for our other stuff, this. Not this. This should be fine. Looks fine. We're gonna have to swap some stuff around later because other bosses are gonna require other strategies, but for now this should be fine. We just do this. Yeah, come on. We can also... Do we need to get to higher magic level? It only takes like... We have way more than enough rainbow orbs to get them to like 110. Look at that. We have so much stuff. We can totally get them all to like 110. Below 10k. You're gonna have to say that again in a second. Was that Zika's voice? That didn't sound like her at all. And let's just go here. Whoa. And of course all of these. We're out of the orange ones. Huh. Actually that's fine. These guys don't need to have too many levels in there. The 4-star character then get 5-star variants? Possibly? I assume so. Okay, now we get... where is it? This one. Recovery, you get speed. You get more speed. Yeah, looks good. Sayaka seems really weak. Her vortex proc barely does any damage. She seemed powerful enough to me. She seemed more than powerful enough to me. Not sure what any of these two are. Maybe this one. Oh, that's so nice that she gets to do that one. Probably want Tsuruno on this. And then this one. This one. Okay. And you get Madoka. 56,000. Yeah, and everyone's well above 10,000. Yeah, looks pretty decent. Looks pretty decent. This is not all we're gonna do though. At some point, I can already do that. I can already level that character. We're gonna need to swap someone in at some point. We will need Himika at some point. Because she does burn? Yeah, she does burn, so we need her at some point too. Yuma Overera. I don't remember how many enemies have ailments or not, so might as well just take Yuma. I don't think much is gonna happen anyway. Like, I think we'll mostly be fine anyway. Okay, so she's leveled as well. Good. And now we just go. With the right team, of course. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be too much of an issue. Like I said, most of the Nightmare bosses before remember don't do anything. I don't have sound for this. Why? Let's do something more whimsy. You are busy thought there's no crystals anywhere here. Mito's pretty good, by the way. I would like more breaks, please. You good? I should have done it the other way around. Whatever. My Masara is not fast enough. By the way, Rika and Hazuki are not there to buff Masara. They're here to buff Mito. Oops, wrong target. But yeah, I'm here to buff Mito, I'm not here to buff Masara. Although now I can give her some. Good. Not enough for special new. Okay, so that was the tutorial basically. Fast speed to break a single target. Very slow. Sadly, very slow. But fast enough. Fast enough for what we're doing. Most of the later bosses are not single target at least. Mermaid isn't though. I'm gonna maybe put some other characters on Mermaid. Another breaker, that is. Whatever, it's probably fine. Right? I also usually take to finally get an EX crystal, so just based on luck. It might take somewhere between 50 to 100 battles for an EX. Maybe? Yeah, maybe, I'm not sure. I'm chunking her HP. Oh. This boss is dying before a break, Jesus.
バトルだって可愛いっしょ。足で頑張れ。いった負けらんないよね。勇気もりもり。ズドンと一撃。気合い入れるよ。
Need more 4-star. I assume we're gonna get more 4-star when the next main story releases. That's my guess at least.
私についてきて。よっ。
Yeah, we can do that.
気合い入れるよ。頑張るね。でかいのかますよ。
Yeah, this boss just kinda died.
じゃあカラオケでも行こっか。
Yeah, I forgot to skip this. Sometimes you get a lot of EX, sometimes you don't get a lot of EX at all. It's just, you know, it can be kind of random sometimes. I think this one has music?
じゃあサクってか。
Yep.
策は必要ないかな。気合い入れるよ。勇気もり一気にいっちゃおう。とっておきを見せてあげる。超いいか負けらんないよね。勇気もりもり。策は必要ない。気合い入れるよ。頑張るね。一気にいっちゃおう。
Once I spend on EX like 200 battles, that is a lot. But at least you only need to have like a handful of EX on like the most important characters. Not everyone needs EX. Some EX are not even good.
私についてきて。よっ。超負けらんないよね。勇気もりもり。この調子この調子。はっ。でかいのかますよ。
The boss music on like most of the original music in this game is just so good.
とっておきを見せてあげる。この調子で頑張れ。バトルだって可愛いっしょ。めっためたにされる覚悟はオッケー。負けらんないよね。
Yep, a lot of enemies, a lot of bosses in here do summon minions, or even start the battle with minions.
私についてきて。はっ。この調子この調子。
Yeah, no, you like this.
一気にとっておきを見せてあげる。
Everyone's so slow though on my team.
気合い入れるよ。頑張ることです。油断しない方がいい。
Oh, because I have speed down debuff. That explains it.
まだ手はあるわ。繰り返しじゃつまらないでしょ。
And that's that one.
じゃあカラオケでも行こっか。
Okay. I selected cancel because I want to actually go back, but now it doesn't actually cancel going in. It cancels like not seeing the
夕
animations.
飯までに終わらせよ。
Whatever.
気合い入れるよ。頑張ることにする。全然減っ
It is what it is. You know.
ておきを見せてあげる。めっためたにされる覚悟はオッケー。負けらんないよね。勇気もりもり。全然減っちゃらん。手おきを見せてあげる。
Bonk.
ズドンと一撃。
Bonk.
私についてきて。はっ。この調子この調子。気合い入れるよ。
Yeah, this is kind of good. Like enemies with like bosses with ads just can't really do anything. They get chunked down so hard.
怪我をする前超負けらんないよね。勇気もりもり。
Swimsuit Swimsuit Sayaka. Between the two, Swimsuit Sayaka is, in my opinion, much better. But Swimsuit Madoka is also pretty decent. You just can't blindly use her. You can only use her on a couple of battles, sadly.
手おきを見せてあげる。
Actually, has problems.
バトルだって可愛いっしょ。
Wait, buff effect up? I never realized this one. There's buff effects? I didn't even know this one exists. What the fuck?
これで片付ける。まだ手はある。怪我をする前にね。
That's GG.
負けらんないよね。頑張ることにする。繰り返しじゃつまらないでしょ。快進撃の始まりだね。
Out of the 3 4-star attacker DPS, which is the best Asuka, Nanaka, Masura, depends on the element. Like, they're each the best for their respective element. Other than that, it doesn't really matter too much. Okay, this one isn't weak to Forest, so this is gonna be the first one. It's gonna might be a little bit weirder. But we still just do this. And we still did almost half the boss's break bar, so I think it's still fine. Yeah. We don't have a chance these debuffs right now, ailments. We're gonna be fine. Oh, we're actually gonna bonus turn, so yeah, control yours. Easy. Boss can't do shit to me. Yeah, let's do this one. And that Scout Attack boss even. Yeah, every single Scout Attack boss is basically its own new special boss. It just looks like an older boss, but it's still a completely new boss. Every single one. We don't skill points, but still better. Now we can do this. I think Madoka and Sayaka is good. Not really. I mean, they're both alright, but they're not like overpowered or broken or anything like that. They're just okay. Okay, there we go. You know, if I've yet from a single pull silver key, nice. Congratulations, guys. It seems like the day has been going quite well for you. Like B tier? Yeah, probably B tier. Oh yes, go Albertine. This one might be a little bit annoying, but let's see what happens. Like this one can like stun your party and do all kinds of weird stuff. So let's just do stuff before the boss stuns us. 5-star for my guarantees, and yeah, that's pretty nice. Satsuki's skill bug, the camera only shows the person receiving buff, now shows the entire team. Yeah, this one, on battle skill use, advances all allies' action order by 5%. That's why. And bam. Yeah, that's some bad stuns right there. Not much we can do about that. We can make it wear off a little bit faster like this at least. You hate not having characters you don't have. That's the gacha life right there.
この調子。はっ超いいか負けらんないよね。勇気もりもりズドンと一撃緊張手置きを見せてあげる。この調子で頑張れ。油断しない方がいい。
Should I do a guide for this, by the way? I might have to do a guide for this.
気合い入れるよ。もっとやれるから。
Like for this Foster Only challenge. Yeah, I don't have enough skill points to get rid of those, sadly. Ow. Okay, at least we're about half the boss. Now we need more skill points. Okay, that's the Big Bang. Back on there. Or Connor of resigning. Yeah, pretty, it always is. We in this house, maybe not in other houses, but in this house, we stand new content. If they take great care of the 4 stars like Magic 114 or majority of them, it's a challenge to it. It might be a challenge on Mermaid. Until Mermaid, I think it should be fine, at least. Yeah, you need to actually, like, this is not the kind of challenge that you're supposed to be doing, like, before you've completed, like, Nightmare, for the most part. And by the time you complete a Nightmare, you should have a decent enough team that should be able to also put enough characters on the field to do this. Okay. Super aggressive, let's go. Good. Don't worry, we can deal with that. You don't have skill points, I'm sorry. Yeah, not having that one skill point is kind of bad. At least we have it now, eh? Kind of if we can send him, yeah, absolutely. That should work pretty decently well, I would assume. Let's do something like this. Maybe? No. Need skill points. Can do this though. Like, a lot of the early night bosses, they also just don't do that much. Like, their effects aren't, like, their mechanics aren't that devastating as some of the later bosses. I really need some more skill points. You did run look DPS. This is not technically a Mito DPS, it's just... she's just good here. Like, generally, she's just good. Not specifically on this boss maybe, but still good. Good. Should burst the barrier. Do this. Bam. Bam. Like, ultimately, Masada is still a damage dealer. And that's another kill. Nice. Probably got a whole bunch of gems from all of this, but there's still more to be gotten. Okay, I think it's 3 more. Oh, this one. This one might be the easiest one so far. I can slow down a bit on turn 1. Yeah, we slow down a bit on turn 1. Here we go. Does not Mito or Rico fully built? Don't even need to have it fully built, just have anything. Like, this is... You just need to be fully built to do this. Just put Hazuki on there and then pull her forward and have her immediately unload with a special. With Rika buffs as well, like, yeah. I think this works out. Holy shit. Absolutely destroyed. No, that's not enough. No. No, we're fine with this. Although she is really tanky actually. More tanky than I thought. Oh, never mind. That's 220,000. Yeah, it's a pretty good damage. And here's more. Hazuki is just way overpowered. If you're doing this challenge and you're not using Hazuki, you're actually trolling. Like, you're actually trolling if you're not using Hazuki in this challenge. Dog Witch. We can just use single target stuff. Yeah, we just do single target. That's fine. Shouldn't be too much of a deal. Yeah. It's not due to laws. There actually is no law that you can't nerf a gacha character. It's just that people would be really mad if you did. So that's why people don't do it. As you see, have to spam special. I mean, sure, you could do that. But yeah, this boss doesn't do much if you don't do anything wrong. Although, you know what? Fuck it, let's do it. You know what? Fuck it, let's do it. What could possibly happen? What could possibly go wrong if we do a bunch of AoE here? We're gonna break soon. No, I think I do need this for just the attack buff. I think at this point we just go ham. It's not quite it.
超いい感じじゃない？よし、この調子。
And now we just go ham.
全ヘッチャ、手置きを見せてあげる。
We mad unit buffs on nerfs because they change the meta and brings new creative strategies. If that was the case, yeah, that would actually be really good if there was like new strategies that would come out of buffing or nerfing units. I think people would just generally be mad because stuff changed. People usually are just randomly mad when stuff changes for any reason. The boss has the buff and I didn't wait for the buff to run out, but fuck it. It's gonna break twice anyway. We're also gonna kill an ad. It's gonna be fine. Actually, the debuff ran out. We don't have enough MP! Oh, no! Why are you like this? Yeah, it's gonna have to break a second time. No, the boss is gonna heal at some point. Hey, now we have a second one. Can break a bit faster now until the next ad spawns. Please be enough. Nice. Half break damage already gone. Nice. Okay, that's the next ad. I kind of want another one of those. Okay, it's gonna buff itself in a second, I think. I'm gonna break it now. And hopefully I can kill it before the break runs out. The boss does not have a defense buff this time. But we also don't have quite enough damage on the tank right now. Decent damage? Still looks like a bit more? Yeah, we kind of wanted more. I think we should have this. Oh, easily. But what's this was getting a damage reduction? That's this, that, and then this. Yeah, no, it should be fine. There's better be enough damage. And the follow-up. Oh my god, really? Oh, we got another surprise turn. No, we're still good. Don't worry, we're still good. Easy. No sweat on forehead. Yeah, if I, by the way, you would have just switched to Karin as a breaker here instead and not have me to, that would make it way easier. Also Nanaka as a DPS. Wait, not Nanaka. What is weakness of this boss? Fire and Dark. Yeah, no, you would probably still use Mustard as the DPS. Okay, last one. This is where it gets interesting. Karin for Octavia. You know what? Because it's you. Because you're saying that we should do it, I'm gonna do it. I would not have done it otherwise. And then we have to get Himika. No, go on. Karen and Pete, don't worry. She's gonna get all of that. Okay. Sure. I think I still would have liked to have her on speed, but yeah. There's just no good ones. Yeah, not just no good ones here. Eh, whatever. Maybe. Yeah, it's good. Let's use that one because it has aim and hit rate, which is going to be quite important here, I think. And I think we like the speed. Yeah, we don't. I don't think we need more aim and hit rate on Himika. It's going to be fine. The boss is weak to fire, so she doesn't have resistance to fire anyway. And if she does only like a slightly, I think she might only have a little bit of resistance, but really only a little bit. Yeah, we're fine. We just have to not get super unlucky, but I don't think we're gonna get super unlucky. I think we're gonna be fine. Kinda strong, Karen slow as fuck. At least with Karen being slow as fuck, it actually makes sense to keep using Hazuki to pump her up. Which is more SP intensive than just having a fast Karen, but good enough. Sure, I'll keep pushing her back. Why would Karen murder someone? She wouldn't do that. Ow. We don't have enough. That's gonna be fine. We basically pull it forward all the time, even if we don't have skill points. Okay, we need a whole bunch of skill points back. Yeah, Dogwitch is also pretty good. At least if it has the same abilities and skills that the regular Dogwitch has. Okay, we want to break the boss. The boss has a damage taken down on it. We need to wait another turn. We can't get rid of it, sadly. Eh, whatever, it's fine. Okay, now we kill the boss. Not kill the boss, but... Well, I mean, also that... We need to delay the boss as much as possible, actually. It takes a lot of skill points. Please just been off with a normal attack? Never mind. Yeah, it is enough. We did... whatever. I think we do this just for the damage buff. We know of damage buffs now because we have less damage buffs than before. We keep getting 2 specials here at least. Master of Nanaka for this fight? Nah. I would have to also pull up Nanaka for that. I don't want to put more effort into this than I have to. Because this is totally fine. Like, Masada is way more than enough for this, as you can see. Yeah, like, why use Nanaka? Masada already destroys this boss really hard. And the boss doesn't even have the defense debuff, because this applies to the defense debuff, and the boss didn't even have that on it. In fact, Himika also did a crap ton of damage right there. So yeah, you don't really need a super good attacker for this even. Yeah, that was good enough. Let's see if we didn't accidentally miss a boss, because that would be kind of bad if we did. Okay, challenges, and you can see we did all of them. Are there any left? Nope. Grand total of, I think that's 3,000. I didn't do the maths. That should have been about 3,000. Pretty good stuff. By the way, why does it only show Vampire Fang here? I also have other 5 stars at maximum ascension. Weird. Anyway, I thought today's stream would be a lot longer, by the way, because I thought that both Score Attack and the 4-star challenge would take longer. They both kind of just didn't take that long. They really didn't take that long at all. But we also got luckier than I thought we would. Like, that was so gosh darn lucky we did. Like, holy shit, how did that happen? Until we have to do Needle Witch with 4-star. Let's do it. Let's do Needle Witch with 4-star. Ba-ba-da-bum. We need Light and Void. So Masada stays, Hazuki stays. Light and Void means you can't really do much with the healer. Oh no. That's gonna be the issue. Survival is gonna be the issue. Yeah. And with this... there's also no good breaker for that. You're also missing breaker. Yeah, you can only have an AoE breaker. Yeah. You are missing out so much on survivability. Like, you actually have to use Yuma, and then you have to hope that you don't take much damage, and that you can get rid of all the ailments immediately without having to spend too much on it. Yeah, I hope there's no 4-star that come in that help us, because doing this with the 4-star we currently have access to are not good. Obviously 110 is fine. Yep, they're all 110, they all have max level. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna go very well. But let's try it, you know? Let us try it. HP recovery. I'm not sure about that, but let's leave it for now. At least we have elemental advantage on everyone but Yuma, but we just don't have a healer of a different element that could help here. So that's kind of sad. Okay. Okay, that is this. There's at least a chance. It's just an extremely tiny chance. Like, there's a chance that the random hits are very evenly distributed, and that when people burn, they're right next to each other, so I can immediately cleanse them, and that my Yuma actually gets a turn before they die to the burn. And then I somehow break the boss really fast. I don't think it's gonna happen, but the thing is, theoretically, I think there's actually a chance. Wait, my party power is really low as well. Oh no. Like, my Ashley is just not pulling her weight on this team. Sadly. Yeah, she's kind of... there just isn't a good breaker for this sort of lineup. That if you want to do this with low rarity, you would use a Lux Magica, which would still count as low rarity, but isn't technically a 4-star, and therefore doesn't actually count for this challenge. Not that Lux Magica would be very good here, but at least better than this. So Yuma acting after all my other guys is actually good. Like, breaking fast is gonna be the problem because I can't break fast with this team. So as you can see, I can actually survive a little. But I can't break very fast.
My views keep on growing. 見てきて。いや。私お姉さんだもん。Hey.
Making another heal here.
必要ないかな。気合い入れるよ。タオイだ。でかいのかますよ。する前に倒しちゃう。大の飛んでけ。ナイス。
Yeah. Okay, minimum barrier at least. That's not too much damage, but even that was too much. Yeah, this is just not happening. My heals are too weak. It's now it's easier to heal everyone, right? Yeah, Yuma's heals are just not good. But it's not like I have a better heal because Lira is also off element and would struggle to keep all of these guys alive. Yeah, this is just not happening, sadly. There's the burn and there's the kill. Well, pick up all of the dead people and get the fuck out of here. Whoops, wrong button. I can see this being possible, but the main problem you have is you have an off-element sustain that can't keep the group alive, and you have a breaker that breaks really, really slow. Kokoro is not going to do it because Kokoro's shields are not very strong. Like, those shields break basically immediately, and more importantly, Kokoro can't get rid of the burn, and the burn goes through shield, through barrier. So, if just a single character starts burning, they will die to the burn, and there's nothing you can do about it. And you can't just keep resetting until no one burns, because even then the boss just does too much damage. Like, barrier just... like a 4-star character barrier does basically nothing. It really doesn't do anything at all, to be fair. Yeah, 16 ult is still not enough. Because the boss does like about that much per turn. So it really isn't enough, sadly. But if they release more characters, like more 4-star characters, they might at least have a sustain, like a void healer or something, I don't know. Like, that would be a lot more helpful. Maybe we get lucky on the crystals. Who knows? With Moemura, with the skill, I don't think that would do anything. Because you run out of skill points so goddamn fucking fast. Like, you run out of skill points so goddamn fast. There's nothing you can do about that, really. Like, not run out of skill points immediately, I mean. Oh, use both Kokoro and Yuma. Both Kokoro and Yuma might actually help. I don't think it still would get to a kill, but yeah, that would help a lot. Yeah, you could do that. You could also go without a breaker instead. 'Cause if you go without a breaker, yeah, you have to fight the boss for a really long time. But if you manage to at least like stay alive for basically forever, that could work, yeah. I guess I could give it a shot before I end stream, that is. Because why not? Why not try it? Probably instead of Hiko, actually. Okay, put her up. Do this, do that. And go here. Go all the way up here. We need to defense. We need the highest berries we can possibly get. Does she get a fast turn? I don't actually remember if she does. She might need speed and she doesn't get fast turn. Yeah, we do this one. Let me check. 88% for one turn. I think that's fast enough to be faster than the boss. She does have really low speed, but that might be faster to get. Might be fast enough to get a first turn, like at least before the boss. That is. At least I hope it does. Yeah, let's see. It is indeed enough. We want Ashley to have more turns. Good. That's a lot of burns. And Masara ate like 5 hits or something. I 111 would help, yeah. But it would only be a very small difference. Yeah, this boss is still mostly AoE. It's still mostly RNG. Good luck. Although all the low HP characters are now really far apart because Yuma ate a lot of hits there. We can get another heal on Masada. That's kind of dangerous, but let's see what happens. Kokoro is so goddamn fucking slow. Even if I gave Kokoro all the speed I had, she would not be getting another turn before the boss gets next turn. Like, she's so far behind. I think I should need a Yuma ulti because I think she might die here otherwise. Yep, I think she might have died otherwise. Because we missed a buffer now, we have so little damage, so we can't actually break through the shield very easily. I don't have a heal either. Yeah, no, I don't like this setup at all, to be fair. You can't really break through the shield either. We could have saved a skill point for heals, but even if we saved a skill point for heals, I would have healed the 3 characters on the left. And with that, Yuma would have died. So even if I had a skill point left over for Yuma, she would have died anyway. So one way or another, we would have had someone down here. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna happen right now. We could like keep trying to improve these characters, like put even more resources into magic level and everything, and keep trying for better RNG. Like, I do think that theoretically it's possible, but I also don't think it would be a lot of fun to do it right now, because that is just, it would just be really annoying to keep fishing for good RNG. And I don't know if I want to keep fishing for like 2 hours or 3 hours to just try and get good RNG. Besides, it's not a quest yet. Just wait until it actually is a challenge, and then I might do it. Would be my guess. First characters do indeed have EX Crystallis, and Crystallis would be the way to make it a lot easier. But you're not gonna farm 4-star EX Crystallis before you actually have all your 5 stars with Crystallis, right? Like, you're first gonna give all your 5-star characters your Crystallis. So right now, I don't think anyone has a lot of 4-star characters with their Crystallis, like not just their EX, but like full Crystallis setups. So I assume that basically everyone prioritizes the 5 stars first. Now there are some characters who are like some people who are really big fans of some characters that are 4-star, like Masakoko, for example, or Karin, that have her with Crystallis setup, but maybe only like 1 or 2 characters, at least right now. But at some point, yes, at some point we will have Crystallis even on 4-star characters, and at that point, this challenges like these will become much easier. Okay, and we just got a whole bunch of gems from all of these. It's 10 gems per story? Okay, it's maybe not that many gems, but it is better than nothing. There's some spooky stuff going on, but we're skipping it for the gems. 150, there you go. There's more story down here. There's also, as you can see, you can kind of almost read it. It says bonus story. Okay, you can read it here. Bonus story, it says right there. Because after the actual story is over, there's a few bonus story nodes. So basically, after the story, some bonus scenes that are not really directly connected to the story, but you still get them. So that's pretty good. So yeah, that is all of this. And I think we had a successful stream. Let me check. I've done everything I wanted to do. I wanted to take a look at Chaos Bosses again. You know what? That's the last thing I wanted to do for today. I've written it down. I wanted to do some, at least take a look at another Chaos Boss. No, so I didn't get more Essentials on Sayaka. My Sayaka also didn't get many Crystals yet. So we're gonna instead put someone else in there. So we're gonna kick Sayaka out, I'm really sorry, but I'm gonna put Kirika in. So Kirika also has debuffs, it's just that her debuffs are tied to her getting special, which is not that easy to get to quickly. But, you know, I think we still want to do this for the increased chance of being targeted, because I think this boss has targeted attacks. And then I think for the rest, we actually do just go ham. We can put more in here. So this boss is all about just rushing the boss down as fast as you can. But you have to rush the boss down with a team that doesn't immediately die to the boss. That's the main issue. Like, you're basically on a timer because the boss kills you in a couple of turns. Because your shields are very weak, your barriers are very weak, your heals are very weak. You basically don't get to survive against this boss. Like, the boss specifically counters any amount of survival you have. So you take something like a A4 defender who passively gives everyone on the team increased defense, so you just take less damage. And then you just hope that that increased defense is enough to survive until you get to kill the boss. That's basically what you're trying to do. Even so, this boss is not very easy to, like, keep under control. Like, this boss gets out of control in, like, a single turn. Generally, this boss only takes, like, 3 turns. So, you either kill the boss in, like, 4 turns, maybe? Or you're dead. And that's it. There's like no ifs or buts. Like, either kill the boss immediately or you die. You just die. So let's see what happens. I don't think I've even gotten to break the boss once. Like, I didn't even manage to do that yet, but maybe we can now. Another gimmick this boss has is that this boss becomes much weaker for every single debuff that the boss has on it. So you want to have characters that apply debuffs like Ren, for example, who can apply multiple kinds of debuffs. Usually you also take Sayaka, because Sayaka also applies debuffs, but my Sayaka is A0 and it's not very helpful here. But I still have already 2 debuffs on there, and once my Kirika gets to special, she gets more debuffs too. The boss also gains increased debuff resistance the more debuffs are on there, so it's actually possible that my Kirika is gonna miss her debuffs, but yeah, if it happens, it happens. Okay, we can't actually get a special here. Never mind, it's not quite enough. Just hoping for a special. So I'm still gonna use a shield on Kirika, because it's better not using it, but she doesn't actually get much shield. We only get like 450 shield, which is still better than nothing, but still not a lot. Okay, we got one of the debuffs on there, sadly not the attack debuff. I would have really liked that one. Although, doesn't this thing scale with defense? No, it scales with attack. Okay, I really would have liked the attack debuff to actually land on the enemies, so sadly that didn't happen. But at least we countered the enemy getting increased speed. You also gain faster breaking the more debuffs the boss has. So I really would have liked if we had hit one more debuff, sadly. But it becomes a lot less likely to hit more the more you have already on there. But now we have 4 debuffs, that's pretty good. Okay, we're about to die. But we should be doing a decent amount of break damage now. think we just slow down a little bit. I think my Kirika really needs to... Yeah, my Kirika needs to get another special to reapply those debuffs. And to hopefully hit the attack debuff too. I think we need to use special just for extra break damage. Okay, I may die on this turn. Let's see what happens. Please don't kill me just yet. Still alive. Okay, debuffs are gonna drop off the boss now. Okay, debuffs have left the boss. Wound has also left the boss, I didn't check that. Okay, please hit the attack down and the speed. Hit both, please. Okay, we did hit both, that's good actually. Kinda big. You can break the boss here. Now, usually I would wait for the boss to do a single turn, so that we can then break the boss before he gets the second turn, right? Because if you break in between the boss's turns, you actually get the maximum amount of break that you can get. Like in the amount of time that you can put on the boss. But I think my Yachio is gonna die if I let the boss take another turn. So I think we have to break here. I think otherwise my Yachio is fucking toast. Okay, more debuffs, good. My Yachio doesn't have many buffs, by the way, because you only have a debuffer and a buffer that doesn't actually do much for attack. Like, my Moemura doesn't actually give that many offensive buffs, so this Yachio is going to be rather on the weak side, and she doesn't have many crit buffs. She has her EX, which is good, but even with the EX, she still only has, like, it doesn't actually show in here, but she has a base crit rate, which isn't even maxed because I didn't put it on 120, and even with the EX and everything, so like, she's still probably not going to crit here, okay? She's still probably not going to crit. And even if she did, she's not going to do that much damage, sadly. So I think my Yachio is also someone I need to put more resources into. Well, maybe it still does decent damage. Let's find out. God, Ito has EX crystal, nice. Better than nothing. Sadly, it's not one of the better ones. Yeah, also coupled with the fact that I had to break the boss at an inopportune time, I can't quite get there. But overall, it went pretty fine. I would have done a lot more damage with my Ren if the enemy actually was wounded, but I didn't get a wound on the enemy either, which is kind of sad. I can definitely do it though. Yeah, I can definitely do it. So here's what needs to happen. First off, I need to hit the attack down debuff with my Kirika as well as her defense down, as her speed down. Because if I hit the attack down, then I might be able to get another turn. And if I can get another turn, then I can get a better break timing. With a better break timing, I can maybe set up a little bit better and maybe get a second Yachio special out. If I get a second Yachio special out, that's it. I just win. Secondly, I need to get a wound back on the boss because my Ren missed her wound twice later in the fight, which is sad because that's a lot of her DPS. Because my Ren does a crap ton of DPS, but she actually needs to hit the wound. So yeah, just with RNG, I can totally win this fight. That said, it's possible that I just had really good RNG and it's gonna be way worse now. With Sayaka's move to be better alternative to Ren because she increases breakage and can apply debuff. Ren applies a lot more debuffs. Wait, yeah, the increased break would be nice. It's hard to tell because Ren does apply a lot more debuffs, and it's also a lot more SP friendly, and the SP friendliness might be important here. It's hard to tell. They're both on element, like both of them are on element, and both deal really good amount of damage. Yes, it's hard to tell. Okay, 2 debuffs. Okay, please don't do too much damage to me. Still a lot of damage. Okay, please hit the attack down. I really need that. I need both. I need also the speed down. We hit the attack down and not the speed down. Let's see what happens.
遅くならないように。負けません。よく狙って。
You're not using melee arena special with the debuffs? Yeah, I guess I could do that.
悪くないんじゃ貫くわよ。続けます。
Are we gonna get another special here in a second?
全然大丈夫です。はい。
I think this is, if we do a normal attack, it's not gonna be enough. Yeah, we don't have any... well, no, we do have 10% from this. But there's only one more, so it would actually put us on 74, I think. No, not even. Wait, we're completely off. We need to use a special here to get this. Like, this is another unique debuff from her special, which we hit. Good. Please do less damage now. Still a lot of damage, sadly. We have more health than we did last time, but not by long. Okay, more break damage, please.
続けます。この程度なの？貫くわよ。いいところを速攻で型をつけよう。続けます。
Okay, the enemy is gonna lose some of its debuffs and maybe even the wounds soon. We have slightly more HP on our characters than we did last time. This is good, but the debuffs are running out and the ailment's running out. So we are on a timer. Do we break now? We really can't break now because we get barely any time at all. We get no time at all. We have to gamble for the next one. Yeah, we have to gamble that the boss doesn't kill us now on its first turn, and then we break it during its first turn. That's the best chance we have. I hope I didn't accidentally fuck myself up now. So I might accidentally break the boss now. That doesn't give us an extra turn, so I'm probably gonna do that. Although it does more break damage, that might not have been the best choice. Oh, that was more break damage. Oh, that is so fucking close. Okay, don't kill Yacho. Please don't kill Yacho. Okay, that sucks, but at the same time, I think that's the best shot we have. I forgot the boss can do this. I really did. Okay, we hit that, we hit that. We hit another one, please. Okay, 3 debuffs are back on, that's already good. Or we're not gonna get the other debuff on anytime soon. Like, I should not have used Kirika's special. I did not know the boss were gonna get rid of those debuffs at this point. Or at all. Kind of forgot about that. But at least now we have Ren being able to do more damage. Helps a little. Yeah, I should not use that Kirika special, that would have helped a lot. My dinner is not going to be able to get another turn here. No, another special, I mean. Right? Oh, wait, maybe. Oh, no, even if she does, then my Yacho is not going to have any skill points. Yeah, we're not going to... Like, this boss is not broken for very long, we just can't really do it. We are very low on skill points too. Like, we can't give everyone the skill points that they need. Yeah, it kind of sucks. Yeah, my Yachio needs to be fully stacked, kitted out. Actually, would have had enough skill points to do all of that. Okay, oh, bonus turn. Still not enough, I think. Yeah, we're barely too low on our MP. This is just so sad. Look, fucking Despacito, please. This is so sad, man. If I had pushed the boss back, I also wouldn't have changed anything. If we had the skill point on Kirika for the MP, that would have been it. Also, by the way, we would have gotten it in the clear rounds. We would have actually completed that one. I want to retry it. We can definitely do this. But I also don't want to keep doing this for too long because I feel like maybe it takes more good RNG than I'm imagining it. Skill only first turn, maybe you can do it. It's hard to line that up though. I don't really have much choice in exactly how I'm lining everything up. It's not like I have too much time to like slow down, for example, or to speed up a little. Like everything's on a really tight schedule. Okay. Please hit both debuffs. If we miss both, I think it's an instant reset. Yep, that's an instant reset. But the boss being fast and strong at the same time is it's gonna kill us. Okay. Wait for Kirika debuffs again. We hit both, that's good. We still have to have everything else work out though, so this is just one of the things that have to go well for us. Actually, are we wasting skill points? No, wait, everyone needs to go. No, that. No, we don't need to do that. We also do more break damage now because anyway has more debuffs on them. He also only gives bragging rights? Yep, but it's really important bragging rights. More important than anything else. Okay, we need to hit another debuff here because this can potentially go to another debuff. And sadly we missed the wound refresh. So this wound is gonna drop off right now. But I think we hit another debuff. That's a lot of break damage now. We actually don't have the skill points for Rainer Glow Hammer. It's actually probably better if he slows down a little because she shouldn't be using her stuff immediately right now anyway. Because we need to hit an extra skill point here for the wound. So this is something that went wrong, is that we didn't hit that second wound. So now we have to refresh it here. Do we slow down? I don't like slowing down here, but I think we have to. Take versus champs. I don't even think it gives 30 champs. Do we slow down or not? Oh my god, I'm not sure. Oh my god, I'm so unsure. So she can't do much. Yeah, no. That would be very fast because without that she... yeah, no, she wouldn't be very fast after that. I think we have to wait and slow down. Now, that sucks, but I think we have to do it. I think there's also no point in doing this now because the boss is getting too close to break. You should refresh the debuffs. Good. Okay, now we don't use it yet. Doesn't this skill give us a damage buff? I think we need that damage buff. Although I'm not sure about that one. This doesn't break, does it? It does, okay. Okay, now we immediately apply and break. Okay, please hit the debuff. Please hit the debuffs. We need you to hit these debuffs right the fuck now. That's only one. We really need the speed debuff. We really need the speed debuff. Still good, but we really needed that fucking speed debuff. Because the speed debuff would have also made us break like maybe an attack earlier here. Okay, delay the boss and give us more break percentage. Not just yet. Now we do it. I'm still not sure about this lineup. Like, this lineup still doesn't feel very nice. But it might be enough. But man, we really needed to hit that speed down. And now it's too late. Like, even if we can give Kirika another special in this down phase, but it's not going to be enough because she's going to get that special by the time the boss is about to come up anyway. So there's not really much point there. Yacho should get 2 more turns, because if we get max break, she gets a bonus turn. Yeah, no, we're gonna get skill points here. I think we need to do this just to get more break bonus. This is another... Yeah, I think this gives another debuff. What's max break? Was it 450? Yeah, Chio needs... So this 30 would be 75. And then it would be 80. She would be exactly there. So a skill and an attack gets her exactly to 90. So it's okay if we get a little bit low on skill points. Actually, we're gonna get skill points back anyway. Are we even getting to max break? Oh, we definitely are. Even if I don't use skill now. Right, because we have other characters lined up. 500 is max, so no, we should be fine. We can't get another special on Reina anyway. She just can't get enough MP for that. Yeah, sadly we can't. We do this to refresh. We're sadly not gonna get the clear rounds bonus. Where are we? We might get the clear rounds bonus. We're gonna get the clear rounds bonus for 3 rounds because we just got the follow-up attack from Ren, then gave us max break bonus. Max break bonus gives us bonus turn because we are A4 Yachio. And with the bonus turn, we can do this into special and get the kill just before the round timer ticks out. But only if this actually kills. Which it might not. Ooh, and the max damage bonus as well. We almost got the remaining HP bonus as well. Oh my god. We almost got max mission clear. We almost got max mission clear, actually. That was nice. Whew. Alright, done it. Alright, done it. Ah, look at that. Oh, that's good. That's some good stuff. And here comes an even harder one. Desert Witch. Which is Forest, Aqua, and Dark. Let's just see what the boss does. Yeah, sadly no music, but let me just take a look. Decreases all enemies' HP recovery effects. That's good because defenders are cool anyway. Deals light damage to all enemies, weakens for 1 turn. Deals light damage to all enemies. Okay, it doesn't seem to do anything. Deals light damage to all enemies, increases all its attack effect, increases damage to an enemy by self. So you mean like to the boss and not to the enemy? So if I attack this minion itself, it's not gonna actually do anything, right? Because it says to an enemy by self. So any of the other enemies. And increases all its defense. So I'm supposed to kill the ads really fast? Why do they have a timer? Great increases all its damage taken and break gauge reduction. Depletion rest. Yeah. Yeah, I'm supposed to just kill the allies as fast as possible. Let me play the music of someone who likes to eat very much. Like just eat so much. Like they can't stop. Like, so much eating. Okay, we need dark aqua forest. Hold up. Okay. We do have good characters of those elements, so it might not actually be that big of a deal. Aqua is already in there. Forest. Aqua. Theoretically no, but never doesn't actually do that much for me. Dark means we can't keep Kirika. I need to take a piss, I'm sorry, but I need to think about my team for a second. Do we have an idea? Do we have an idea? Felicia time. That's a good thing that I stood up, because that I would not have come to that conclusion. But you're right, it might actually be Felicia time. Right? So we can't really take Nimue because she's AoE, and we, at least as far as I have taken it to mean that we are not supposed to use AoE. This Sayaka is also completely AoE, sadly. So is Mami. Basically everyone who would be good of these elements is AoE, sadly. Double sustain? The boss doesn't seem to have an enrage mechanic. I need to just fight this guy a bunch, because I'm not sure. You know what, let's just take a mummy and attack AoE and just see what happens, because I'm not quite sure what this boss actually does. Like, is it actually that bad? Yeah, maybe not this one. Madoka and Sayaka, like 5 rolls, and then on the 5th one I got... on the 4th, no. On the 4th one I think I got Madoka, and then on the 5th one I got Sayaka. And then on the 10th one, I think it was, I got another Sayaka, so it was pretty good. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I should just see what this boss does before I do anything. I think that's the idea. Because I still haven't gotten a good understanding of what the boss is actually supposed to do to me. Other than some of the boss's buffs get stronger if you attack everyone, right? This is what I've taken away from this, right? Is that they say, effect increases each time damage dealt to an enemy by itself, which in my opinion means the boss in the middle, right? Because it's the only boss it's the only enemy that this enemy is standing next to. And what this does is this is just an attack that deals damage and increases defense or increases attack. So my guess is that if I hit the boss, these two are gonna hypercharge and become really important, and I'm just gonna fucking kill you. Is my guess. But that seems to be the only mechanic in this fight? That can't be right though, because that would be too simple. If that was the only mechanic, that would be too simple. But let's just see what happens if that's what we do. Like, let's say what happens if we attack everyone. Also, can I just stun them? They might have really high resistance. Never mind, I'll stun them. They do have really high break gauge, sadly. I usually want to take it the first out the one first that actually does the attack buff. That's not a lot. It's extra turn, no aim on this biggest gimmick. Yeah, that is not the correct boss. Do you just keep stunning one of them? Oh, that didn't hit the stun. They're still on 0 out of 10 charges. Something is wrong. Something is very wrong, because that just feels weird. Something is gonna happen. Something is going to happen. Yeah, they kind of break my shield. Can we hit the stuns? We hit stuns on those guys? We don't even need to stun myself then? No, Moimura. The boss is not void weak. And even if it was, I don't think I would be using Moimura, because I'm not sure that would even be good here. I don't think Moimura would be that good here. Yeah, I think something's gonna happen. I think the boss is probably gonna summon different adds once these die, because this just feels too simple. You should keep this guy time, because this guy always gets the first turn. They also take a lot of damage, actually. I didn't even pay attention to this, but yeah, they do take a lot of damage. Bonk. So something's gonna happen now, right? Hey, what are you gonna do, boss? Are you going to summon absolutely insane adds now? Is that what's gonna happen? No, at least not yet. Somewhat debuffs. Okay. Yeah, nothing's really happening. This doesn't feel normal. The boss breaks really easily now as well. This doesn't feel right. Is there a second phase after this? There's gotta be a second phase after this. This is, you know, I got it. This is the actual inverted Charlotte fight, right? Where Charlotte is in this form first, and then you kill Charlotte, but then it actually reverts into its normal form, but then that form is insanely fucking powerful. I'm calling it right now. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Because otherwise this makes no goddamn fucking sense. It's gotta be that. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna turn on Komodo, yeah. Can I stun the guy? I don't think I can. Yeah, I messed up the timing for this break, sadly. Oh, I got max break, never mind. Oh, I still don't have enough. There's more ads, but the boss is basically dead.
行くわ。
Okay, what's gonna happen? Because that can't be it. That can't have been it.
弱すぎ？
No, that can't be it. But there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way that the first and second Chaos boss feel fucking impossible. And it took me like a month to kill either of them. And then the third boss is a fucking pushover that does nothing. I almost got full mission clear as well. Like, what? That can't be right. What? I'm gonna... What? I'm not sure, but there's more chaos bosses after that. But you need to have at least 6 stars, and I got 0 stars in the first one. The first one. I don't know if I want to go back in the first one, because I kind of want to keep doing this one to get the damage clear, right? Because I almost got the full damage clear. I don't even think that Felicia did that much. Like, yeah, she stunned a little, but even when the enemies weren't stunned, they did nothing. Like, the ads did get a few turns here and there, and they still did nothing. So, I don't understand. I must be missing something big. Yeah, they did actually nothing. I don't know. I don't know. I felt like I really was missing something. I can also probably get the damage record if instead of using Homura I use Yachio. I think Charles' Chaos is just that basic. My Yachio doesn't have all of her crystals unlocked. I would have to I could maybe use... No, I don't want to use Swimsuit Mommy. She doesn't have her crystals unlocked either. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why my crystals, because I also don't have any crystals on her. Yeah, I think this was just a regular Charlotte fight that didn't even feel that much more difficult than that. I don't know, I don't think that it was my Crystallis or being above level 100 that did any of that. Because I don't think that would have made a difference. Because it feels like the boss just generally doesn't do anything. Like, what is... Like, here's the thing, what did that boss even do? Can you, like, tell me what the boss even did? I don't know. The boss was... I mean, the ads also had something where it said, like, oh, like, effect increases when damage taken by someone near self or someone like that. I don't know. It didn't feel like that did anything. Like, did I miss something? Oh wait, no, I think this effect means that increases each time damage is dealt to an enemy by self, meaning not to an enemy of me on the enemy side by self, meaning the boss, but whenever this enemy deals damage to me by itself. So every time this thing gets a turn, it increases attack and deals more damage. Actually, specifically the attack up. So it specifically does more attack, gives more attack the more it attacks. And this one does more defense the more it attacks. But because I kept stunning them, they couldn't do anything. Right? Yeah, and because of barrier, they couldn't actually use the effect. Because they didn't deal damage. Because in this game, when it says something that says, oh, when damage is dealt, it specifically means, you know, damage to HP bar, which is the same thing that, for example, happens with I don't have it on team right now, but Moemura, for example. Moemura gains stacks of magic only when she actually deals damage to an enemy. So if the enemy, for example, has a barrier, she doesn't actually gain stacks, because it does work like that. So actually, if you just have strong barriers, this fight can't do anything. So if you have an A4 defender, not even A4 Kirika, just any A4 defender, because all A4 defenders are actually up to these elements. Like, because you have water means if you have Sayaka A4, you can play her. If the enemy are forest weak, so also if you have Sana A4, you can use her. And the enemies are dark weak, so you can also use Kirika A4. You literally use any defender, and if they are A4, you just win because the boss can't do anything. But here's the weird part. How the fuck are you getting to this boss if you don't have an A4 defender for this one? Because this one only unlocks after you've done this one. And you need an A4 defender for this one. You basically need an A4 defender to do this one, but then if you have one, this one is trivial. What? I feel like they should have done it in the other way around, right? Like the other way around? Like the A4 defender check should have been the second one, the last one rather, and not the one before. That feels kind of weird. Okay. By the way, this boss right here would also be a lot easier if you use a strong shielder, like not barrier character, but shield character, because this boss passively reduces the amount of barrier and heal that you get, but doesn't reduce shields that you get. However, the only character that gives shields to everyone is 3-star Kokoro, or the new Swimsuit Madoka. But Swimsuit Madoka is a healer, and her heals don't do anything, so you're using her only for the barrier. But it's like a 20% barrier, and an A4 defender gives 20% defense, which also reduces damage by 10%. So you might as well use the defender instead. So yeah, so sadly, even though this is a fight where shields are really good, specifically Swimsuit Madoka is terrible, even though she's of the correct element. So sorry Swimsuit Madoka, this is yet another fight that you can't play in because you're just not made for it. But yeah, that's kind of weird. Yeah, I guess it's just awkward. Yeah, but yeah, I can't do this one yet because I need more stars, and I would be able to get I probably would be able to get this one if I have more crystals on everyone. I would be able to get this one more easily if I set up better, because I just fucking went for it. But with a perfect setup and also swapping characters around, maybe I can put in a Mabayu even. This one, like if I can fit in a Mabayu, this one would go down very easily. Like the clear after dealing 800,000 damage. Like 800,000 damage with Mabayu on the team is fucking trivial. So that would be easy. If I go back into this one, I probably could do at least one of them. Like at least the 90% would be able to do this one. The other two sound insane. The actual missions for this one sound insane. Like I think this is the hardest one to do the missions on. This one, like these two actually don't sound that hard to do the missions on. Like I almost got the mission on that one, I almost got the mission on the third one. But on the first one, it felt like absolutely impossible to do any of those missions. Minus, like maybe the 90% one you can maybe do if you have like a skill point left over for healing at the very end. But outside of that, the other two are really fucking hard. You don't have enough supports and debuffers on the team to be able to push damage that high. And you can't kill the boss in 2 rounds. That's just not fucking possible. You just can't do it in 2 rounds. Unless you're like a super mega hyper whale, right? But you can easily do these two with their stuff if you have just an A4 defender. Like you just need an A4 defender. You can kind of do these two, like all the missions. Like, it feels weird. I feel like this one should have been the first Chaos boss, okay? This should have been the first Chaos boss. And then the second one should have been this, but with easier missions. And then this one should have been the third one. This one should have been the third one, but with harder missions. So it feels a bit, the balancing feels a bit weird. Apparently the next Chaos boss after that is also free, is what someone on the Discord said. Why is the balancing so weird? What the fuck? You need to prove that you're much better than the later bosses to unlock the later bosses. It's just weird. But yeah, with just a bit more investment and with better crystals, I can definitely do the star missions on those. And with the star missions on those, I can get access to more Chaos bosses. And then we can do those Chaos bosses the next time I stream, maybe. I don't know. I need to get better Chaos luck. I need more pictures. I need more pictures. With more pictures, I can unlock more of their stuff. But yeah, that's basically that. Okay, there we go. But yeah, that would be it for today. I'm going to be streaming again whenever the next piece of content launches, which I assume is actually going to be Tower next week. Because it's going to be 2 weeks until the next news. And the news is then going to announce the new main story, which I assume is going to be mid-August. With a new character. Maybe Mitama, maybe Luffy, who knows. Maybe new Foster character. All that's going to be happening mid-August. I don't think it's going to be nothing until mid-August, right? I think since Tower hasn't been happening for over a week now, I think there's going to be a Tower in a week. Is my guess. It's my guess at least. Like, I'm guessing there's a Tower in a week. Because sometimes they just drop a random Tower. Like, Tower is not the thing that they always tell you about in advance, like a week or so advance. Sometimes they just say, Tower tomorrow. They've done that in the past. In the past, they've just said, Tower tomorrow. And there's just a Tower tomorrow. So I think that's what they're going to do in a week. And if there's a Tower in a week, I'm going to be streaming the Tower again. And then hopefully I've gotten a bit better luck with some of these crystals, because I really need my mummy crystals. And I'm gonna maybe try the Chaos bosses again. But we'll see. We'll see. That was everything I wanted to do today. So yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out. I'm gonna have to do the review videos, and with the review videos I'm also gonna have to do a end card now, because I actually have 2 members now. Wow, I have to actually. You have 2 YouTube members now. I'm gonna have to shout them out at the end of the video. I'm gonna be doing that. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out, and I'll see you guys maybe next week, whenever the next stream is. Until then, bye!